Greetings, family. Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if everything we considered right was wrong, and vice versa? Imagine a world where lying, cheating, and exploitation are encouraged, and compassion and honesty are seen as weaknesses. I spoke to an AI, and it may not have emotions, but it has data, statistics, what was said and what was completed as stated, etc. So it knows if this would be a terrible world to live in. However, it is still interesting to consider how our objectives in life would be different in such a world. In this podcast, we'll explore some of the crazy objectives that humans might pursue if moral values were reversed. But don't worry, we'll also talk about the much more desirable objectives that we can strive for in a moral framework that values empathy, justice, and the common good. So grab your beverage of choice and get ready to dive deeply into a perspective from AI that is not influenced by emotions, feelings, prejudice, classism, or the numbers in one's bank account, just what is. First, let's explore a world where moral values are reversed. Individuals may prioritize behaviors that are considered immoral, unethical, or even illegal. These could include lying, cheating, stealing, harming others, and exploiting those who are vulnerable. Pursuing self-interest and personal gain may become the highest objective, while empathy, compassion, and respect for others may be seen as weaknesses.
Pursuing self-interest above all else. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may prioritize their own self-interest above all else. They may be willing to harm others, lie, cheat, or even steal to get what they want. Example: a person may cheat on their spouse to fulfill their own desires, even if it hurts their partner emotionally. Exploiting others for personal gain. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may be more willing to exploit those who are vulnerable or in need. Example: a wealthy business owner may pay their employees very low wages or deny them benefits, knowing that the employees have few other job options and need the work to survive. Valuing power and control over empathy and compassion. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may prioritize the pursuit of power and control over others, even if it means being ruthless or cruel. Example: a politician may use fear-mongering and false promises to manipulate people into voting for them, even if they have no intention of fulfilling their promises once in power. Seeking pleasure and gratification at any cost. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may prioritize their own pleasure and gratification, regardless of the consequences for themselves or others. Example: a person may engage in risky behavior, such as drug abuse or dangerous sexual practices, even if it puts their own health and safety at risk. Valuing material possessions over human connections. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may prioritize the accumulation of material possessions over building relationships with others. Example: a person may hoard their wealth and resources, refusing to share them with others even if it means depriving others of basic needs like food and shelter. Disregarding the environment and natural resources. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may prioritize their own immediate needs and desires over the long-term health of the planet and its natural resources. Example: a company may dump toxic waste into a river or clear-cut a forest to make a quick profit, even if it causes long-term environmental damage. Treating others as means to an end. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may see other people primarily as a means to their own ends, rather than as valuable and autonomous beings in their own right. Example: a person may manipulate or deceive others in order to achieve their own goals, without regard for the well-being or autonomy of the people they are using. Celebrating cruelty and violence. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may glorify and celebrate acts of cruelty and violence, rather than seeing them as abhorrent. Example: a person may enjoy watching videos of animals being tortured or people being harmed, finding pleasure in the suffering of others. Rejecting truth and evidence in favor of ideology. In a world where moral values are reversed, individuals may reject facts and evidence in favor of their own preferred ideology or worldview for money, fame, or power, even if it is demonstrably false. Example: during the past few years, news stations were stating the hospitals were filled because of an infectious disease, rejecting all evidence to the contrary that they were actually empty, and this was purely a stunt to push an agenda that subverted the common good.
Now, here are some examples of objectives that humans might pursue in a moral framework.
Treating others with empathy and compassion. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize treating others with empathy and compassion, valuing the inherent worth and dignity of all people. Example: a person may donate time or money to a charity that helps people in need, or they may volunteer at a local soup kitchen or homeless shelter. Promoting justice and equality. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize promoting justice and equality, working to ensure that everyone has access to basic human rights and opportunities. Example: a person may work to end systemic racism or other forms of discrimination, advocating for policies that promote equality and justice for all people. Valuing honesty and integrity. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize being honest and truthful in their interactions with others, valuing integrity and ethical behavior. Example: a person may refuse to lie or cheat, even if it means sacrificing their own personal gain or advantage. Protecting the environment and natural resources. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize protecting the planet and its natural resources for the benefit of future generations. Example: a company that is made up of many peoples may decide dumping massive amounts of toxic waste in water supplies such as Lake Michigan or the Mississippi does collective harm. Or a person who participates in environmental activism, working to preserve the health and well-being of the planet. Building meaningful relationships. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize building deep and meaningful connections with others, valuing human connection and social support. Example: a person may spend time with friends and family, engaging in activities that promote bonding and a sense of community. Cultivating personal growth and self-improvement. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize personal growth and self-improvement, working to become the best versions of themselves. Example: a person may engage in practices like meditation, therapy, or education, working to cultivate greater self-awareness and personal development. Fostering creativity and innovation. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize creativity and innovation, valuing the power of human ingenuity and the potential for progress. Example: a person may pursue a career in science, engineering, or the arts, working to create new technologies, products, or works of art that benefit humanity. Contributing to the common good. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize contributing to the common good, working to make the world a better place for everyone. Example: a person may work for a non-profit organization, or engage in community service projects, working to improve the lives of others. Pursuing a meaningful and fulfilling life. In a moral framework, individuals may prioritize pursuing a meaningful and fulfilling life, valuing experiences and relationships that bring joy and purpose to their lives. Example: a person may spend time with loved ones, travel, pursue a hobby or passion, or engage in other activities that bring them happiness and fulfillment.
We covered a lot. We explored what the world would be like if moral values were reversed, and how that would change the objectives that humans might pursue. Suffice to say, it wouldn't be a great world to live in, but we also talked about the much more desirable objectives that we can strive for in a moral framework that values empathy, justice, and the common good. Whether it is promoting equality, protecting the planet, or building meaningful relationships, there are many ways that we can work towards a better world for everyone. And even an AI can recognize that the power of ethics in guiding human behavior is essential to building a more just, equitable, and sustainable society. This is the year of the 7. What a perfect year to commit to pursuing objectives that prioritize the well-being and flourishing of all people and the planet, and make the world a better place for everyone, regardless of the draconian's plans to create the opposite. Until the next time we speak, take care.